Go for it.
All right. Welcome to Pact Tactics with the Cauldron. This is session 55, I believe.
Sounds about right.
We had some technical difficulties, so stream is starting very late.
Or is this 54?
Stream is starting very late, but it doesn't matter. So, what happened last time? We engaged in combat with the coin counter, not the coin collector, the coin counter.
Not the coin counter.
Not that either. The coin counter. And we came out victorious. That's really all that happened last session. We fought the coin counter.
Almost died.
Almost.
Lasser crit the hell out of it.
Yep.
Threads blinked in and out of existence.
Ellie got the final kill. Well, Ellie and Lasser.
Ellie and Lasser executed it. And then the demons began to fart about mischievously. And my brain's so just hardwired from the technical difficulties.
It's okay. You're missing the big thing at the end.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Getting there.
And then as the demons were getting rambunctious, we noticed in the crowd a laugh, and the Bernoloth appeared. The Bernoloth being the arch demonic entity, the arch Yugoloth, tied to our cauldron, which Ellie is currently holding. And Ellie ran off to presumably try to kill it.
Good luck.
Ellie, your allies have not had a chance to heal. As you dart off into the crowd?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I can do that.
As you caught just a glimpse of the Bernoloth before it vanished into the crowd.
Perception, you say?
Mm-hmm.
That's a nat 1 sound.
Great.
To a total 9.
A fabled start of the session.
Ellie, you
On
get
track.
into the group of demons, and the first thing you do is just run headfirst into this pack of little demons that start trying to swarm around you. And you're doing your best to just dodge out of the way of them, but you're basically just stuck at this point.
I don't see it anywhere.
It's gone.
It's gone. I'll return to the group.
I'm gonna be rooting through this man's pockets.
What's left of its kind of oozy body at this point.
It's got regular.
Ew.
I have to imagine the clothes don't disappear like with the body.
No, I think
Was
that
it
they do.
wearing clothes?
Yeah, I was wearing clothes.
It had a whole like mantle and everything. Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, it had
Yeah.
the crowns. Are all the crowns gone?
I think most of its goodies are probably still there.
Was the crown just a merged pile of a bunch of crowns, or was it just
Yeah,
a
it
bunch
was
of
like-
crowns stacked on top of each other, just like
It was like a bunch
precariously?
of crowns that had been like stacked on top of each other and then had slightly melted
Oh.
to where they were like kind of congealed together. It's like when you pile a whole bunch of like candies on top of each other and you put it in the oven, it just kind of like melts a little bit into themselves.
Yeah.
I was really hoping it would just be a precariously stacked pile of crowns, and when he fell over,
And it just
it
all
just,
tumbles
it just
around.
falls on the ground and just goes. Everyone's like, "Oh fuck! Oh no! Oh fuck! Oh no!"
Just has to quickly pick them all up.
And my coins.
Oh, I dropped all my
I gotta
coins.
count all my coins again.
Or the hell they do in Sonic when all the rings explode.
Just a
That.
pile everywhere.
Oh man, that's great.
Before we forget, we should definitely do harvesting.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the nice thing about demons is that they sort of disintegrate when they die. So go ahead and give me some looting rolls. Let's see here.
Is this individual or party?
So you are not going to have that option this time because you're not looting its environs. You're just looting the creature.
Right.
So there were a couple minions were also included in this fight, so you will get 3 rolls. One at the CR for the coin counter, and 2 at CR6 for the minions. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do the minions first. 2 D100 rolls, please.
I killed a lot of minions.
Oh, the hair.
You go first, and then I'll take the second
Lacer
one.
did also fuck up a bunch of
You
minions.
take the first one, I'll take the second one.
44.
It's the least I have ever seen that roll.
Yeah.
44. That is a common reactive reagent.
I'll
You
take
take
two.
those.
Common reactive, you said?
Where's the green pen?
Then oh, it's over there. It's in front of Lori's screen.
Green marker.
There you go.
And then a 95 for Lacer.
Hell yeah.
No.
Uncommon arcane essence.
Ayo.
Arcane. That's our second one.
What is it? 3.
Okay, and then I need a D100 roll for the coin counter.
That should be Ellie.
Yeah, I'll.
Yeah.
When? How do I always get out of sync on this?
Look, if we have it 3 places,
Yeah, I track it. I track it online.
31.
Damn.
okay,
31. Rare arcane essence.
we'll take it.
Oh, I have one of those. That's nice.
Our
Can't-
first one?
How are they still being antsy, or did they kind of all?
The demons, as you're quickly gathering up these components, you're essentially just dashing between them to pick up the remains,
Okay.
and they're getting aggressive. They're getting violent. They're not staying away from you. They're kind of getting rambunctious.
Okay. Who has the bag of holding?
Me.
I'm sorry. I don't.
It doesn't take long before some of the little
moment,
ones start getting a little bit
No.
too aggressive,
Yeah.
had it
and
when
fights
we
start
started.
breaking out,
Hmm.
even among them.
Can I get my axe out of the bag of holding?
Yep.
Okay.
Everyone recollect your materials.
Yeah. Ellie will heal. Did Ellie get back to the group?
Yeah, Ellie's able to get back to the group.
I sheath Padrilla. I get out my hook swords. I'm looking for Lazarov.
So you know what building you last saw Lazoral at, which is kind of one of the buildings kind of overseeing the courtyard that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
You do not see him immediately.
Can Lacer go ahead and use his axe to pretty much cut this guy's head, but mostly he wants the crowns to kind of.
You can just pick up the crowns
Okay.
The head's good.
if you want to. If
The
you want to
head's
try and
good,
grab
right?
them, yeah.
Yeah. The head's
Go
good.
ahead and give me a athletics check, because the crowns are going to be contested between demons.
Yeah.
There's a couple demons that are already trying to grab bits and pieces.
Can I just smite them?
That's what the athletics check is for.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
smacking them hard enough to get it back.
Can I assist by walking over there and in Abyssal just yelling, "Our kill, our claim"?
I'll give you advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
Let me-
Are you still big?
Yes.
Yes. Can I make that an intimidation instead?
If you're just smacking them, then it's athletics.
Okay.
Technically, you have
Advantage.
advantage anyway.
You do have
right?
advantage.
Yeah.
You plus 9 in athletics.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
be big at him.
Oh, 20.
Natural?
Natural 20.
Oh,
Hey.
there you go.
29.
You go over to the demon that's like kind of snarling at you, trying to like guard the crowns, and you just pick it up and throw it down into a different demon, just kind of like batter him across the floor, and you pick up the crown and walk away.
Well, no, because I want to go ahead and pretty much. I'm going to ask Threads translate this
Okay.
to Abyssal. Pretty much, you've got 3 options. You either leave this plane, fight with us, or you die.
They start charging at you.
Cool. Let's not do that.
Yeah, they're not listening.
They're not listening?
These are not
Okay. So they're not gonna
intelligent
listen.
creatures at this point. They are just in a fervor of aggression.
I'll translate to Abyssal anyway. Oi! Fuck off! Get back to your own place.
This is like a drunken mob.
Alright,
They're not listening.
They're not
just
listening.
fighting.
They're just fighting.
We've
Okay.
got the crown. We've got the reagents. Let's dip.
house. Big dude's house. Right there. Ain't no one in there. Ain't no
We don't
one
know
in
what's in the house.
there. There's stuff.
There's also things. I'm assuming there's
Yes,
things in there.
stuff and
People.
things. We need to go get some stuff and things.
I don't think we do.
I mean monsters.
There's magic stuff in there, though.
What can come back?
Listen, I don't think you understand. There's magic items in
Do
there.
you really
For
want to
free!
As you guys are bickering, there is a fairly large another Goristro that comes up to the four of you and starts like reaching down to scoop you up.
We're leaving.
Can I insight
does-
check this?
Yeah.
It does
Yeah.
not look hostile.
Oh,
I
okay.
think this is
Yeah.
also
Yeah,
wrong.
yeah, yeah.
That's also
Lazor.
Okay.
I guess our ride's here.
I'll move.
Lord forbid, Red's loot.
I'll grab.
You got your amulet.
I'll grab Quay and I'll hand him off to the Goristro, and then I'll climb on his back.
Okay. You climb up it. You two just get scooped up.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're still like
We're still figuring with each other. I was just like,
Lysair is big, so Lysair, I feel like you're just like getting hauled under the arm.
Lysair, actually, you know what? He'll just follow behind the.
I'm gonna try and follow behind it.
I'll just follow behind it.
Okay. The three of you get carried by the Goristro, and Lysair follows. As you guys are led out of this just essentially torrent of demons at this point. It's infighting, it's bickering, they're just going at each other. There's no organization or order to it.
Can I at least contain them into a flame arena? That'd be really funny.
Not quite big enough.
It's not that big enough. Okay, that's fair.
No, this is like
Just like
this
contain
is
the
like
mob.
300 demons
Oh, jeez.
going at each other,
Yeah.
if not more than that.
I'll just leave them.
Yeah.
And every second there are more joining the fray. You guys are led out, and as you guys are walking, the Goristro just shoves demons out of the way. It's not participating in the fighting, but it is more than happy to kick a couple on its way through.
Lysair will be kicking and pushing as well.
As you guys are led out, there's a point where you pass by a building on one side, and Lauzoral kind of reaches out the building and grabs onto the Goristro and steps, getting carried with you guys. As he sees you kind of passing by, when he jumps on, he says, "You know, I have to admit that was pretty well done."
Like cough's blood. Thanks.
I still can't believe we're leaving all those magic items in there.
Go back.
They won't go very far, I don't think.
We can come back.
But let's get out of here before we start getting anyone else's attention. I'm fairly confident we're going to start seeing other things show up soon. We don't need that.
Definitely not.
And the Goristro starts stomping out toward the center of the city, away from, or I should say the center of like this, I guess it's a small town around the citadel, just away from this palace, away from the tower itself. There's a point where there's enough of a calm for you four to kind of stop and figure out what your next step is. The Goristro kind of tucks itself inside behind a building and sits down and just waits. Zoral climbs down and says, "Well, I honestly didn't expect we'd get this far."
You and
Me both.
Appreciate the vote of confidence.
I knew we would win.
Well, the tyrant's out of the way, the coin counter's gone. I suppose the next step is trying to get an army.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting some rest first.
Yeah.
Somewhere safe that we can go ahead and rest. And then move on to bigger problems.
So the army we're trying to get, that's the.
Orcish Knights of Thay.
Well, I think it's the. Oh, it's his army. He has a bunch of.
He has the Red Wizards.
He has-
Yeah, he has the Red Wizards. We could also partner with the Orcish Knights. We can also get the Hobgoblins in.
Yeah, we can get Rashomon in.
Yeah.
And the Nenshark also we can cash in.
I kind of counted him as part of Rashomon. That part.
But I suppose another good option would be for us to wait for things to die down a little bit. And as you mentioned, there's going to be a fairly large amount of material wealth in the coin counter's coffers. It's easy to pay off at least 1 or 2 armies with as much material as he's gathered from Thay.
Definitely.
I suppose the only other thing that is a possibility, I don't imagine now is a good time with all the attention with the coin counter, but there is a place in the Citadel that they've been collecting wizards. They've been keeping them. I don't know how many are in there, but it's more than 100, maybe 200. Would certainly bolster our numbers a bit.
Well, we could see what 100 and 200 wizards did in 2 stars, so.
In the Citadel?
Within the Citadel itself.
That
I don't
is-
know. I haven't been able to get inside, but I know that I've seen a fairly large number getting carried in, and that's just since I got here. I don't know how many more have been in there.
That's the citadel that Eltab is resting in, collecting souls from the dead.
Yes, you would be under Eltab's nose. It is a risk. I don't know if it's one you're desperate for, but
I mean, we have a way to get there.
Yeah.
We have a way to get in. I would think the order that we should do is rest.
Yeah.
First. Grab what we can once everything dies down in terms of the infighting with the demons. Because that may help lower their numbers too. They can destroy each other. Take what we can from the coin counters, coffers. Because we will need the funds. Not only to build in a new army, but to build a whole nation, you do need money. And afterwards, we can either go with the Orcish Knights of Thay, or attempt to go rescue those red wizards.
We also should.
But that's like step C.
We might want to look for strands.
We
Well, especially since he's in the Citadel.
don't know he's in the Citadel. We think he's near the
Oh,
Citadel.
near
We
the
thought
Citadel.
he was in the arcane district of Eltabar, didn't we?
That's where he was kept, yes.
Okay.
But we also know that
He's
Avast is mobile, or has a mobile version of him,
Right.
and has been spending time near or in the Citadel.
do you think that going after Vost makes more sense than trying to create an army at this point? I suppose the two aren't necessarily exclusive, but I don't know how much of a threat this Vost is. You've talked a lot about him, and I haven't seen much of an impact from him.
I think for us directly, he's a threat, especially with strands.
Yeah.
But we could do 2 birds, 1 stone.
Avast is moving freely amongst the demons.
Yeah,
He's
he's
using-
controlling some of
He's
them,
controlling some of them.
ordering them around.
Ordering them around. I don't know
Not
about
necessarily
controlling.
control like you do.
I would almost wager that the threat of Avast and the threat of these wizards in the Citadel are more entwined than we might think.
That's why I was thinking 2 birds, 1 stone.
Well, it'll be a lot easier to get information from Avast if he's outside of the Citadel than it will be to infiltrate the Citadel. Especially if we just need to go to the arcane quarters.
I think
We need to get more information of where those red wizards are. We can't go charging into the Citadel blind.
I want to track down Avast as our first priority. That would give us time for the demons to feel the effects of what we've done,
Sort themselves out.
sort themselves out. I don't.
But I think if we go after Voskir, I feel like the red wizards are with them. I think he has a part to play in that.
I feel like even if
especially
they're,
with the control of the demons.
I was gonna say even if they're not in league with him, he's technically still of a higher order than them. And if they believe in the ranking of Thay still, they would have to follow his orders.
Unless they have someone high with them.
Yeah, but even Voscular's oral?
Oh, Zulkir.
So,
X. Zulkir.
I mean, honestly, we might be able to outrank, but even then, I don't think it's.
What?
It's a risk.
I don't trust her, but she does owe us.
Maru?
What does Maro owe us?
Saving her ass and then killing the coin collector.
I
Counter.
don't. I'll be honest. I don't think she's gonna see it as her owing us anything,
Mm.
because we were kind of gonna do that anyways.
I can speak to her.
I don't know if I trust you speaking to her.
I was planning on speaking to her anyways.
We.
I told you about this last time.
I will unpack that later. I would like to talk to her, personally.
She's gonna come out of that talk alive.
Yes. I
Insight check.
I don't like killing. I don't like killing.
I know you don't.
I'm not going to threaten her either.
We did hold on to a snake for a while, so I know you were alright with that.
I would like to track down a boss because I'm concerned about his threat to you. And we're going to need you functional when we fight Eltab. And I think our most pressing threat is Avast, even though he is the most esoteric and not the clearest line.
I do think with the coin counter out of the way, Avast might be the next highest rank. He might not have
It would be difficult to make that conclusion because the demons, I don't really believe that they follow a hierarchy the way that you're expecting. It's more of a direct line of sight thing. If you're not
Who's
the
the
most powerful, the biggest one in the room, they don't listen.
After the coin counter, who's next? You haven't? Does your intelligence go anywhere beyond that?
It would probably lie within the Citadel. I don't know exactly who the next in charge would be. The coin counter is just the largest one I know of because of its
Prevalence.
yes. How far it's been working outside of Eltabar and just the impact it's had on the countryside itself.
I have a job for you. The tunnels, the circle connecting the Citadel to all the Eltabar to everything
Mm.
is forbidden. And that's a major hiccup in my life
And in some of our allies.
and in some of our allies.
I think if you could find the password to it, that would be very handy.
If you could find a way to handle it, whether it's dispelling it or passcoding it, or I don't know how this magic works, just a way around it.
We can do some digging. I'm concerned if they had a passcode.
It's password 123.
It probably would only be recorded within the Citadel. Either that or
Voskir Vost might know. He worked pretty heavily on the Blue Sun project, and this passageway is part of the Blue Sun project.
How are we going to get it out of him?
I can read his mind.
if you can bring him to me. I have some tricks. I could try and catch him in his sleep, but that's not necessarily going to work.
What are the chances that you're able to get in contact with the Orcish Knights of the... We work on going ahead and hunting down Altsbar, or
Voskir Vost.
Avast.
Avaz. And how much can we
I-
can build an army, and then we come back.
I don't know how much. No offense, Lazaro. I don't know how much authority we want to give folks who aren't us, that we don't know aren't fully assigned to our goals.
That's fair, but we
If you can convince Moeru, the knights will obey her.
Easy.
well, you do want to have a
I do
conversation.
want to talk to her, but I don't. The last thing I want to do is give her an army.
It sounds like she already has one.
We have a number of red wizards within our group, but it's... They're not warriors. Most of them are scholars. Some that have never really used their magic for much more than just diplomacy. But they're not incapable. They're just not really warriors. Not like the knights are. Fighting demons is difficult when you don't have frontliners.
Definitely.
Well, let's find a place to stay safe for now. We need rest, and then from there, we can start planning next steps.
Are you up for a 2-hour trek back to the palace, or would you rather stay here?
I think we should go back to the
We
palace.
should go back to the palace. I'd like to speak tomorrow.
Hmm.
You could do that. He beckons over the Garistro. Kind of lumbering, it comes over and picks up the 4 of you. Well, Sarah, you're walking.
Hold on a minute. Let's say I hold this and I'll toss up the bag. And then I'll scuttle up and I'll scuttle into the bag. I'm gonna be doing some crafting. It's a 2-hour ride.
I mean, you might as well.
Can't do it, gonna craft.
I'm going to pull out the span reed.
Okay.
And I'm gonna balance like as Ellie is like grabbed on. Grease does have like fur, right?
They're like heavily furred, yeah.
Yeah, so
You've got like 8
She's
inches
got like
of fur.
like a wrap around of fur on her hand
Mhm.
as she's holding on.
I go,
At least you didn't stab it with a hook sword. Like, oh, I'm not going anywhere now.
No, you're making the number one mistake. You're span reading on a moving thing.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Ellie gets motion sickness.
The,
You're trying to
the-
read in a book in a car.
the thematics of the span reed is that there's a ruby that was split
Okay.
and they're joined in motion. So
I
when
see
you
the
write
problem
on
here.
one pen, it writes on the other. So when you move, the pen.
There's so just like, what's going on?
It's a little bit of an issue. Does that issue exist in this
if
setting?
you're, I'll say if you pop into the bag of holding, you will not have this problem.
Join me in the bag.
Okay, I'll wait. I'll wait.
I'm like, Ellie's gonna get in the bag? No way.
If Quake gets it,
But
I could write there, Sonia. No.
You can't read.
you
I
can't
could write
write.
cards on you a note.
Oh no, you can write. You just can't read.
You could.
It's been a
From-
minute since I've written anything.
For threads.
From the offices of Stop. Things are going well. Stop.
Perfectly written in Times New Pan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pass the span read to threads. Can you leave her a note
Mhm.
that we have cut off the logistics head of the demons rather.
That had got
And-
cut off a while ago.
I don't know the effects it'll have on the front line, but she should see a change in demon strategy and to inform our allies of such.
Got it.
Thank you.
The message is sent.
And then Lucer's gonna kind of get over to Ellie as like close without being obvious, but it's like, well, it's gonna be obvious. But we need to talk after
After when?
when we're not with a certain company.
Okay.
Like trying to be subtle, but he's also large.
Lucer is not the most subtle.
We need
No.
to talk later.
Trying to be
We
subtle.
need to talk.
Hulk smash.
All right.
Barely say.
You guys are ferried away from the citadel down toward the city itself. It is fairly obvious that word of the coin counter's demise has already spread to the city. As
Fast.
there is already essentially corpses of demons just in the streets.
Nice.
You can see just like little piles of goo, various places, presumably demons infighting already.
Well, good thing Threads is in the bag, otherwise he'd want to loot all of it.
I'm good. I'm crafting.
Demons in the past, the evolving ones, when they've killed the little guys, they've gotten stronger, right?
Beyond a certain evolution point,
Mhm.
they seem to be able to siphon souls from other demons,
But they already have to be initially.
but they have to be initially populated to a certain extent. Like they have to have a certain number of souls to be able to start essentially improving the efficiency
Right.
to where they can take from other demons.
Okay.
Yeah. So the little ones are still limited, but the bigger ones are definitely a little bit more concerned.
On the Garisto's shoulder, am I able to take a short rest?
Yeah, you can rest on its shoulder.
Hey.
Wait,
Quay
you
will
needed
be.
a nap.
I will be repairing my crystal as well. That was one thing I wanted.
That was a good use of splintering it, though.
That was an excellent use of it.
I liked it.
That was great.
Yeah, you did it in a fight that counted.
Yeah.
Did it towards the end. All very useful things.
I'm just rolling hit dice. You can keep going.
I passed my crafting check, by the way.
Heyo.
An hour passes, and Lucera, your armor flares back to life with magic.
Hey. What's the
Definitely.
roll on that D4 for the enlarged, by the way? It's like a 4. Yeah.
It's 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
4 hours. Okay, so you're still big.
I'm still big.
As you guys approach the palace that Lazorel has been setting up in,
Are you wearing the crowns?
No, just carrying it for right now. But I guess I'll just shove it in the bag.
Yeah, how?
how big are they?
Yeah.
About 3 feet across.
Fuck.
I bet.
Big head.
I make a lot of gold out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just give it to you. Here you go.
I was gonna
Oh
say.
yeah, I'm a blacksmith. I can handle this.
Yeah, that's probably about 75 pounds of gold.
I'm just gonna put it in the bag, and
I bet the hobgoblins would adorn your armor with it.
That'd be cool.
that would actually be really cool.
Oh, that would be thick.
Yeah, yeah. I'll ask them. Get to see him again. Go into the bag of holding eagles.
Okay. I'm sitting inside of it in the bag of holding.
Fred's just like leaning it back up against the back of it.
Like a beanbag.
I'm like in there. I'm doing my stuff, and all of a sudden the bag opens, and the crown just comes and just like cups him.
No,
Like trapped in the cup.
Fred's just like,
like a bug. No, I will get. I'll
Bug in a
put my
cup.
head in there first and just tell you, hey, I'm putting in the crown.
watch out below!
Heads up. Yeah.
I shift over to a different space. I'm like, all right, bring it in. I'll like help guide it into place.
Like a crane.
Mhm.
You guys get back to the palace. At this point, you've had your rests. You've had your crafting time. There is I'll say about the last 20 minutes. You do have to go on foot as Lazorel's spell with the Gory Stroke is about to expire, so he dismisses it. But it's a short voyage on foot. You arrive at the building. Once again, there's no guard. It looks just deserted, dilapidated. And Lazorel heads in first, and you hear the gates creaking open in front of him. You guys all make your way in. There are a large number of red wizards in the entryway. And as you arrive, there is a couple cheers, applause. They're very enthusiastic to see your return. And apparently, they've already heard news of your success.
Quay will kind of cheer along with them and cry like "Victory for the Red Dawn" and stuff like that.
Have we given our
No.
pitch to these guys?
Better
So
start.
they'll have no
Starting
idea
on.
what you're talking about. Is she there?
You do not see Moro.
Probably still in the hospital.
I think he's.
Think she snuck off into the dude's house?
I think he's not happy.
Everyone, yeah.
You guys make your way in.
Yep. I'll pop my head out and climb out the bag. But I've done my crafting for now.
Lozoral is
Fit?
kind of.
Does he fit? I just
Yeah,
realized
you
he's
do.
so large.
This is a big. This
Oh,
is like
okay.
this
Oh,
is like
but-
a formal sized like door for a large palace.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you could fit a cart through here.
Has to stay outside till spell wears
Just
off.
kind of like squeezes through the door.
It's like the Transformers in the first movie.
Yeah, just kind of
That's what I was thinking. It's
Squat
like,
down and
it's gonna
waddle
be
in.
all squished in there.
As soon as you get through the doorway, though, the room is tall enough for you to stand. The grand hall is like 15 feet tall, so you've got plenty of space.
Okay, we're good.
But the Red Wizards cheer, congratulate. There is kind of a flock that comes up to Lazoral. It seems like he has basically a fan club. But there are definitely a couple that are intrigued to see you guys, but also give you a round of applause. They don't linger super long, but Lazoral kind of wanders off with them. He doesn't leave you completely alone, but he seems like he's kind of distracted with them if you wanted to kind of do your own thing.
Pretty much. Well, it's not going to be really easy to go off into another little room with Lacer being massive, so.
Sarah's not about to stink off, but
Ellie's looking for her.
you head off looking for where.
I'm with Ellie.
I'm leaving you be. I want to talk to her alone.
I'll let you talk with her. I'll let you be with me if you let me be with you.
No.
Did you mean that you'll let her be with her if she'll be with you?
No.
When I talk to her. Yes. Goodbye.
You could wait outside the door.
Looking for where we alone.
Ellie wanders through the halls looking for where.
Actually.
As you head down down the stairs, kind of into a below ground layer of the palace, you pass by a number of like large formal rooms, what looks like entertainment spaces that have kind of been repurposed into living quarters, and eventually you do find a couple like essentially like lounge rooms. And off on one side, you do see Mweru kind of by herself. She's reading a book, and she looks still a little bit, like, not fully healed. You can see some of the bruises still kind of on her shoulders and on her head. Does not seem to notice you arriving immediately.
She's in a reading room.
Essentially, it's like a
So you want to just go ahead
sort of like a
and
living
work in
room.
the room with
But
the other
she's
things?
off on the side.
Monica. I can't hear Lauren.
She's kind of like off to the side of a room. It's not like a proper like library, but it's kind of a relaxation space, just somewhere away from a lot of noise and people.
Sorry. Lacer's gonna stay back and work the room, pretty much convincing or talking about what his plan is with the new Red Dawn.
Yeah, we're gonna start sales pitching a new thing.
Okay, go ahead and give me persuasion checks.
I'd like to go around and first of all make sure that there's no injured red wizards just from
They're fine.
regular apocalypse stuff.
They're fine.
Okay, then I'll start crafting potions.
What was it, a charisma?
Persuasion.
Persuasion, which is charisma.
Yeah.
You have persuasion, yes.
9, so 18,
27.
27.
I got a 19.
There
Okay.
you go.
Big Lacer is pretty persuasive, apparently. You kind of talk about what your hopes are for Faye's future, what you'd like to see retained, what you'd like to see changed.
Kind of also to get the feel for what their plan, like, did they have a future plan other than just survive?
Okay. The common perspective is essentially to hold on and wait. It's very much a like, don't overextend yourself, don't take risks. It's
Like, wait for
Cautious.
Tom to come back, or wait for the demon excursion to end?
there's some of both. There's a wait for Zos to return, and that seems to be a common theme. But there are also a lot of people that are reluctant to take any risks with demons about. It doesn't seem like there are a lot of people that are fully convinced that Zostom is gone. There seems to be kind of this prevalent thought that he is waiting for the right time to return. And so should they.
Do they really want him to come back? Plus,
Roll me an insight check.
I kind of want to as well. The rest is going to get some knowledge.
insight,
It's under wisdom.
under wisdom. 5. So 8 plus 5.
13.
13.
13?
Thread's got a 17.
17?
What are you doing?
It's yoinking a book.
Potion Bay.
You have kibbles.
You have
right there.
kibbles right there.
Alacrity isn't in this one.
13 and 17, you get that the common response is loyalty to Zostom, and it seems like there's kind of that instinctive response of course I am loyal.
But that's kind of been hardwired in.
Loyalty through obedience.
That's always been there.
Mhm.
And that's not likely to change without good reason. It's not
Well,
new.
Looks like we might have to crucify Sauce Tom. Drag his reputation through the mud.
He's not the one fighting.
Or we could gas him up and then say he died a martyr, wanting to change.
He's not here either way.
Look, man, you don't control who lives, who dies, who tells your story. We do.
I've got other things in my mind.
Got good PR.
Yep.
So,
Found Sauce Tom's long lost wife. And she said that he really wanted they to change.
met his cousin uncle's brother. Okay, so it's kind of getting a general vibe for it and just kind of presenting what we're thinking and asking like logistical, like kind of putting it in like a hypothetical where it's like, well, what if,
Mhm.
to get people's perspective on things.
Um,
'Cause, yeah, we're not gonna.
there's a lot of variety in responses.
That's kind of fair.
There doesn't seem to be a unified, this is what we are expecting. There's just kind of individualized, yes, no, maybe hold out hope kind of stuff.
It's also Zostom isn't the one fighting. We are.
Ellie.
Ellie will pull a seat up across from where.
As soon as you approach her, the book shuts. Says, I heard of your success. Congratulations.
Thank you. She will draw a Hadrillis and lay it on her lap.
Seymour's eyes flicking to the sword.
I want to offer you an opportunity. This isn't a threat. Let me open with that. This is an opportunity. Your nation, your power structure is gone. And leaning on your ability has failed. just what has happened. I'd like to offer for you to be a witch again.
I can see her kind of pause at that. What makes you think I would return to that?
Hope. You were a witch before. I would hope that in the face of such monumental tragedy, of hubris, power seeking, and leaning on one's own understanding, that you, who is very clearly an intelligent woman, I would think would have the specks of the thought in her mind that clearly something has gone wrong. And perhaps that what we have known, or what we thought, wasn't what was best.
Though perhaps we have seen change in direction, change in what is possible for our future, I'm not confident that the witches who have held on to tradition for as long as I've known them are the right path forward either.
And perhaps I can offer you something different. Maybe not a return to being a witch. I would ask that you follow us. Not as a temporary ally, clearly motivated in another direction than when we're going, but as an actual ally. And with the understanding that things will be different, things will have to change, and a lot of the habits of a witch will infest the seeds of what we are growing. I'm offering you a chance. The coin counter is dead. We have succeeded. Where a hunt for power has failed. We will continue to succeed.
I don't see a future where the ideals of the Witch Loren are suitable for the people of Thay. They have not been in the past, and I do not think they will be in the future.
But we could take what's good from there and what was good about Thay and combine it. Make something different. Make something better.
What makes you think you can change their minds?
I already have. We've done it everywhere we've been. But it takes an earnest, honest approach, a humble approach, a self-sacrificing approach
It's easy to convince people when their options are starve or help.
We've never withheld our help. The options have never been starve or we won't help you. It's always been we're here. This is what we believe. Our help is not optional.
You're trying to convince millions of people who have never once thought twice about the value of an individual, value of the spirit, value of life, that they should value those things, that there is weight to them. You're taking away the things that they relied upon to bring themselves sustainability as a nation.
Ruin. Destruction. Death. I don't need to convince a million people. I just need to convince you right now.
They do not all follow me.
I'm not asking them to follow you. I'm not talking about them. I'm just interested in you. What would you believe? What would you follow? Where have your ideals taken you? What should we change? Where can we go from there? I don't need the army of Mueri. I need Mueri. Full stop.
History has shown that the land spirits you plan to bring back here have been difficult to convince to change their minds. They hold stronger to their ideals than men do, and they are less flexible. I am not confident you will be able to succeed in that matter. You may slay demon, you may slay man. Those things can be killed. But to bring back something that does not wish to be here, that's going to be difficult. These men have always relied on might, magic, cunning. They will force themselves where they need to. Anything in their path will be burned. It always has been that way.
Yeah.
And you're trying to convince them with spirits.
It's a path only worth taking because it is easy.
I think that both they and Rotterman have held on to their ideals for a very long time. And perhaps some of them are valuable, but many of them are holding them back. I think that Faye has a long history of depending so heavily on itself that it is unable to make allies. Its connections are entirely through golden handcuffs. And Rashomon, well, they've been isolated for so long that it is hard for anyone to reach out to them. Difficult for them to trust.
And yet Rashomon is leading the campaign to rescue Faye.
Well, that's yet to be seen.
Hello, you're looking at her.
One witch does not lead an entire empire like that, though.
I don't want to lead the Empire. You're telling me that you do not see Rashomon helping, and here I am. I might be a small part, but I am still a part.
There's a long history of our people being at war.
So what? I don't care about history, I care about the now. And I care about next.
They would not see a Vashemi upon its throne.
There is no Thay. There will only be a red dawn.
There will be nothing if our king comes back. If the Zolkir returns, then
All men,
it doesn't matter.
all men die. All men. Think about what I have offered you. I'm not going to force you to make a decision. Shield, Chief Hadrillis. Our paths right now are taking us in two different directions. And at the end of them, they collide again. And I will be the one left standing. It doesn't have to be that way. I don't want it to be that way. But it will. Unless you make a good decision. I'm not making a threat. I'm telling you the future. It's been decided. You can change it. Be better. There's always a chance to be better. This is my offer. And she'll leave.
Mara lets Ellie leave. Doesn't make any comments as she does.
Let's go find Quay.
We return back to the group. Still up in the main entry hall.
Why do you want to talk to Moira?
I have 1 hour.
Mm-hmm.
Hey.
Should've mentioned the hobgoblins.
You have a potion of alacrity. I'm spending one common reactive, one common curative, and one uncommon reactive.
One common reactive. One common curative.
One uncommon reactive.
One uncommon reactive.
Sweet. So
It
then-
used a curative reagent?
Yeah.
Wow. That's
So-
surprising.
You match that.
Let's hope. 3 common arcane, 3 uncommon arcane, 1 rare, 2, 1, yep. 2 blank 1, yep. 1. Where did the very rare primal come from? What is happening? I think things just appear over there, man.
No, I've got it on mine.
Wake up at 3 a.m. I hack into Chris's computer and I write something up there, and no one is the wiser.
Where did the rare poison? What am I missing?
The legendary poisonous.
No, I got the legendary poisonous. The rare poisonous is surprising. Okay, I'm at
There is no rare poisonous.
There's no rare poisonous. There's a rare
No,
divine.
I had a rare poisonous on
Oh.
mine.
Oh.
That got used.
I don't know where it went.
Might have got sold.
There you go.
Oh no, it got used for ink.
Wait, no, I'm still big. Dang it. I'm like,
I
can we
made
go
ink.
find a room? I want to
make
go to
a
bed.
scroll of
Well, Sarah's
teleportation circle.
tired. He's peopled out. He's fighted out. He's peopled out. He's
Yeah, you
done.
guys can go find a space for yourselves.
A bath and then bed.
You're not gonna find a bath, but you can find a bed.
I mean, you can take a shower.
Wait,
I've got good news.
I've got good news. You can find a
Great
bath.
news.
Oh yeah, that's right. 'Cause
I can get you a bath.
Could we?
actually, I'll just ask Quay. Can I borrow a water pellet? One of the big ones.
No, just use the hose.
The hose is
the
for you,
canter of
also.
endless water.
Yeah, just get-
there we
yeah,
go.
The pellets
Come on,
are limited.
Sarah, you're a hot boy. Get the hose.
Let's get the hose.
We'll
I'll
dig
give
a
you the
pit.
bit.
Would get the hose.
Gonna,
Oh, what?
you're gonna
It's too
go
hard to get the
outside and dig a pit.
Yeah, we can dig a pit and just stick with
Can
it in
we?
it
Can we?
with water.
Can we do it in the bag?
You could just do.
No,
Where's
the
the
bag
rest of
doesn't have ground.
Wait, what's the one where you just?
It
clean
must
up
have
somebody?
ground.
It has like impermeable ground.
Restoration.
There's no like dirt there.
It doesn't matter if there's
What's
dirt
the
there.
spell
You
that
could
he
just
has
fill up
that
the
can
bag.
just change?
You
like,
can just fill up the bag. if
clean
you'd like.
somebody.
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation.
That.
Yeah, you still feel a little grimy though.
Yeah, that's fair.
It removes the visible dirt, the oil and like the essence of the dirt is still
Yeah.
there.
Can we at least do that?
5 of
At
the
least we're
dirt.
not gross and covered in goop.
Yeah, I've cleaned you.
Oh, okay, cool. The hose.
Whoa,
You're
queen
present-
did
Yo,
that.
Yeah.
you're clean.
Anyway,
You
Ready
can
for-
find a
ready to
place to
clean?
vibe though.
Boom.
Done.
I have to do you like 5 times because you're huge.
I'll like pull
The
clay.
stair is big. It only covers a 5-foot cube. You currently occupy 4 of those.
Nope. 8
8.
cubes.
10 feet tall as well.
Do you expand 8 times?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
know your
you're 8
weight
Your weight is
increases
8
by
times.
8, but
Well,
I
but
think
your
you
size
Because you're,
double.
well, you're 5 by 5 and you size double, so now it's 4 by 4 or 2
It's
by
10
2.
by 10 by 10.
I like
2 by
Big was
2.
there.
the thing
2
you're
by 2 by 2, which is
8.
8.
Yeah.
The thing you're implying is that you get wider but not taller.
Yeah, so you're just still 5
No,
feet taller.
it's
It's like when you take an image and you
Yeah,
stretch it,
yeah.
it doesn't
Yeah.
even do anything.
Top-down view.
You accidentally are like 1 pixel off from the corner, so you just go straight up instead of out.
Yeah,
We've lost you.
Hmm.
you get
I
a
could go
double
wider.
double high or double wide. You can't get both.
Yeah.
Have to cast it twice to get both dimensions.
I wonder if he's gonna try to look something up on his computer.
That'd be really funny.
Sweater required.
Sweater required.
Oh, yeah. Well,
It was
This is
warm
his
off my
other.
back.
This is his other house jacket.
You gotta have a
Everybody needs
couple.
2. Everybody needs 2.
God, I need to get myself a house jacket.
Cardigan City, dude. I don't know why I'm so cold.
Let's begin.
I'll pull Koi off to a separate room.
Are you gonna find a different room from the different room you found?
Well, are we with them?
Yeah, you're in a group.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 4 of us, and
I'm
then
getting
he's
him
gonna pull
alone.
them.
He doesn't want.
Fine. Okay.
Yeah,
I guess the Thanes don't get to hear.
that's okay. Things will have their own.
I'll have the endless decanter of water, and I'll just be figuring out how it works.
You can pull him into the hallway. Have a hallway chat.
Wait,
Yeah.
didn't I make this for you?
Yeah.
I know exactly how. It
No,
works.
but-
Say, I don't think you're going to learn very
well,
much.
I mean, you're all.
I'm taking you outside. I'm gonna hose you down.
That works.
You're
I like-
getting hosed out.
The two of you guys can go outside and you're just gonna pour it on the side.
Yeah.
No, I stand.
Oh, you're just
up,
standing there
I
and
stand
just,
up on
like,
the
spraying with,
roof.
like,
I'm
a
like
hose?
a shower.
You just walk up.
Just walk up the wall.
Yeah, I just walk up
Oh,
the
yeah.
wall, and I'm
You're
just.
doing the thing with like the hose where you like stick your finger in it and just like sprays out.
It's specifically like one of those like Venetian fountains where it's like the
Oh, like the
cherub hanging
goblet
off the wall, just pouring the goblet.
Yeah.
I'm just holding it upside down, just with it in shower mode. Take like a little grate out of my pocket and put it over the end, so it
It feels like
a
rain.
little,
Diffuses.
little bit of a diffuser. Yeah.
So Sarah's getting clean.
Okay.
And
Well, Sarah's
then
getting clean.
You'll need to get buffed out. Did you get
Yeah,
plague damage?
No.
No?
I'm like full health.
You took a bunch of damage. You
I
just got all
I got
healed.
smacked very hard, and then it got healed immediately.
Yeah. We'll just have a decompression afterwards. Just like,
Yeah.
now what?
We'll do that.
Yeah. You guys go first.
Go for it.
Why do you want to talk to Marta?
The reason I've been wanting training, we're doing a lot, and I want to be more, and you. Two things here. First of all, I'm tired of seeing you and Threads and Lacerra getting hurt. Healing you is good. Seeing you get hurt is very bad. I don't like that. Understandable, I know. But I feel like you've been able to do things, and Lacerra's been able to do things to stop me and Threads from getting hurt. And Threads has been able to do things by nature of evaporating any enemy that's trying to hurt us. The only person that isn't doing things to stop us from getting hurt is me. I'm just here frantically trying to pick up the blood and pump it back into you. Today was the first day that I properly hurt a sentient creature on purpose. But I mean, it wasn't like one of Thread's crackles. It wasn't like a bolt of thunder that I shot at somebody. They came to me. They came at Threads, and I was able to protect Threads. They wanted to wade through fire just for a chance to hurt me or one of my friends. And they got burned. Still working on that. Still processing that. To answer your question, so I'm trying to learn how to stop my friends from getting hurt. Second part, you don't want to be stuck babysitting me, correct? It's your duty, and you won't complain, but it's not where you should be spending your life.
It's not a matter of want.
It's important to me. In the future, I've got a vision of where I want to be, and you might check in occasionally, but you're not there by my side.
I don't want you to need to have to go. That's where I want you to be. I don't want you to need to have to learn how to fight.
We're in the wrong part of the world for that.
But we're not. Because I'm here to protect you. And I've done that.
You've done that. You've done that really well.
And you keep me alive to do it.
But I watch you get dragged through the mud every time.
So what?
So you almost died today. I almost died today.
This is going to happen. Even if you knew how to fight, I'd still get hit. Even if you knew how to fight, I would still take hits for you. No one's asking you to change. But people like Mweru, which one of us killed the corn cat? Where?
You mentioned that you don't know how to train a scion.
I don't.
Where I could learn some things from her.
Yeah, you could learn how to get beat up and put in recovery for multiple days after failing to save your country. You can learn hubris on how to invite these things into your country.
There are things to learn, and there are things not to learn.
Yeah, and you're
We
going to
can
tell the
take-
difference?
We can take the better of.
How are you going to know without trying? How do you...
It'll be a journey.
Meru's issues are systemic, long-term problems. And you won't know until it's too late. What do you want? Do you want to go to the battlefield and be able to just murder someone? Is that going to make your heart happy?
No.
Is that going to make you feel better?
I want to see an enemy, or I don't want to see an enemy.
I want you to see an enemy.
But when an enemy comes charging, I want to be able to stop that enemy. I want to be able to just push it away, give it a chance to rethink its life.
I think the person to talk to is Valzora.
To enchant the enemy?
Yeah. You already
So-
you have an affinity towards the mind. He clearly is well respected. He's knowledgeable. He's not out there wantonly killing. He has other ways to get around.
When I hurt somebody with my magic, when I get into their mind,
I'm sorry, they're too busy
Yeah.
thinking about wonton soup.
Yeah, it's not wantonly killing, it's wantonly.
I do not care.
I don't care.
Like wanting.
It's not like wanting.
I do not care.
Closer to wanting than wanton.
What's up, Clay?
There's a spiritual and mental side of my magic, and it makes hurting and controlling somebody a lot more personal.
Good. That's good. It shouldn't be easy. It shouldn't be pleasant.
All right then.
Maybe you could learn how to escape.
What do you mean?
I mean that if I'm not here, I'm not worried about you defeating an enemy. I'm worried about you getting out alive. Maybe you could focus your goals on teleportation, relocation, moving an enemy, shifting the mind. All of that would be helpful.
If I become the master of teleportation, if I can dip out without any problems, without any consolation, and if we kill Eltab, and that's just the beginning of the Red Dawn, and this is the ideal scenario. Eltab, we defeated Eltab, the Bookbinders, not a problem. We're rebuilding the Red Dawn, I'm just somewhere in a hospital. I would call that your oath fulfilled.
I don't know how to get out of this cell, and I'm not trying to.
Okay.
I don't. One second. I don't always need to be with you. If you go down this route of learning magic of the mind, magic of transposition, if you could call me to you from a distance in an instant, I could still be there for you. If I had a means to get to you and I knew you were in danger and I would still be fulfilling my oath.
Is that what you'd want, though? Don't answer this quickly. If you are off on important business, if you are on holiday, if you're on your family reunion, do you want to be just suddenly blipped back?
There is nothing more important to me than your life.
All right, then.
It's just the way it is. Unless I don't know what would free this oath, but I would feel guilty leaving you.
You've done plenty.
I don't think I've done enough.
That's not because of me.
Sounds like you think you haven't done enough either.
Well, no, I'm talking about fiance.
Oh, don't.
Can't believe you bring that up.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm gonna learn what I can. Okay? Everything I can. Well, not everything I can. Everything that's good.
Okay. I'm heading back in.
we're having a grand old time showering and chilling out. We're vibing.
I walk into a bathhouse episode.
No, it's just an outside shower with a hose.
Luxuries.
I mean, sometimes that's what you need.
Or can we take a little break?
Yeah, we can take a break. What time is it right now?
It's 8 o'clock, just about.
Yeah.
I'm
We're back
hungry.
8:15, 8:20?
8:15.
8:15?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
We're back at 8:15.
We can do that.
Ooh. Bring out another slug. Then you can
All right, we're back.
What?
If you bring out another slug monster to fight, you can make the slurping sounds because that's what a slug makes.
Ah, don't do that.
Gross.
Anyway.
Let us sleep,
Alright.
please.
Anyway, Ellie returns to the room, presumably with Quay, but maybe not.
With Quay.
Okay. Are you still showering?
I think you
We're just clean.
I don't know how much you're enjoying this.
That's hilarious. No, we're back inside. We're just talking,
Mm.
especially about like the vibes that we picked up from the room. Kind of like, okay, now what?
I mean, we've laid a groundwork.
We've started the communication at least.
Yeah, we'll have to see kind of how it gets taken up and where we go from there.
And I think if we keep proving ourselves that, hey, we're here, we're doing the things, Ostom isn't, that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to break through a lot of pre-programmed sort of.
Well, it took us a while.
It took us a while, but we were also kind of more open to it because we had a reason to not want to be there. I really never got programmed that way. You kind of got burned, so
Literally.
it's one way. It's a little bit different.
So what do you think our next move should be? Do you think we should go after
I think going after.
Busker?
We should probably talk about the rest of the group.
I mean, yeah, but they're coming, and we can talk about it while they come. While they're having their conversation. Guys! Shut up, wontons.
Wontons.
You quiet over there.
I didn't say a goddamn thing.
He's busy coming.
I'm busy coming.
Oh man.
Anyways,
I do think that going after a boss would probably be a good idea. I feel eventually our actions are going to have consequences.
yeah. Well, especially the biggest ones we
Too
just
much
did.
hair in my nose.
Yeah, I'm wondering when LTAB will kind of catch wind enough for him to come out and start doing things.
We're not ready for that.
We're not, and that's what we have to worry about. That's why we need an army.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that taking out of Ost would help us, so that way we don't have to worry about our army being removed. I think if Ost has a pretty good chance of doing that.
Or twisted, especially if Threads is able to, or Threats. If Strands can get a hold of you, that's what I'm a little worried about. With that connection, because there's no way to protect you from that
As far as I know, there isn't.
other than going to go.
So I think taking him out and shutting Strands down is probably our best next step.
Mm-hmm.
And then we won't have as much of a sort of ticking time bomb in the background.
Yep. Do
Go ahead. Keep talking.
you trust
Do I?
Maru?
Waru?
Or Lizor?
I mean, I don't know about trusting them. I think I can count on them to act in their best interest. And for the time being,
It's aligned
their
with ours.
best interest is getting rid of the demons.
Yeah.
After that, I can't say.
Yeah.
It's possible they'll want to stick around with us. It's also possible that the second the demons are gone, they'll turn and return back to an old Fae.
And what do we do with that?
I mean, we've fought other wizards to get Fae to where we wanted to be.
Sure, we can do it again.
Yeah. If a Red Dawn is started in blood, then it'll end in blood.
Yeah.
But honestly, at some point, it becomes unavoidable. Any thoughts you had?
No, kind of on the same of pretty much kind of trying to fight programming of that's who I'm supposed to be listening to, but now knowing better and knowing to not just blindly follow is important. We have a lot of rebuilding to do,
Definitely.
and I don't know how much of our actions can just go ahead and prove that ours is the right way.
Yeah, we do also, I think, have to be careful about ensuring that we have our own distinct identity.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to be Fae.
Yeah.
But
We also don't want to be Rashomon.
I don't think we can be Rashomon. I think there's too much of a difference in ideology. We can
Right.
certainly use them to better ourselves, but
Right.
I don't think their style of life suits the people here or the environment in general. I think the hobgoblins are also kind of questionable on that.
Yeah.
basically, there's no outside source that we can entirely copy. So we'll just have to pick and choose.
We can make it, and I guess that's kind of the nice thing about trying to found something new is we can make it how we'd like it to be. But then comes the after.
Yeah. Have you ever? This is gonna sound weird, but it's something I've done once or twice. Have you ever like during a rainstorm seen like water trickling down a hill and like put your hand out to like adjust where it goes?
No, but I know what you're talking about.
Perfect. I feel like that's kind of what's happening with the Red Dawn. It's on a path, and we're using the influence of allies and the different nations that are assisting in rebuilding it to sort of shape how we want it to be, but it's not going to be one or the other. It's going to be a mix of everything.
Yeah. There's no way to make it. It's not good. I don't think it should be a carbon copy of any other thing. I think it needs to be something new
Oh, for sure.
and organic. And it's going to take a lot of learning.
It's going to take a lot of unlearning.
That too. And learning how to be better.
Hmm.
And just deprogramming that.
Yeah, and that's going to take some time. I highly doubt that we'll see profitable fruits of our labor in this decade.
No, I agree with you. I don't think it's going to be that quick.
A person can change in a year. A people can take a century. So, luckily some of us will be around long enough to see that happen. And we'll just have to ensure that we set a good precedent, and we put into effect channels that will allow Thay to grow as it will, but in a direction that we want it to. Kind of like, you remember those trees in the forests and how some of them were like growing in odd directions,
Mm-hmm.
but it went towards the light always? Kind of like that. I'm like, did I just make a nature reference?
I was going to say, we've been
I
around the rock
made
for...
two nature references today.
You got the water, you got the trees. I think
That's pretty good.
we've been around them for too long.
I have to make a reference about a dead body now. Balance myself out. Feel natural. It's weird.
Especially for being made out of metal.
Yeah. I mean, my metal grows back. It's kind of organic, and it's, I don't know how. I don't know if it's organic or if it's magical. It's very odd.
I think you're yes. I think for you it's just kind of a yes.
Yeah, fair enough.
You guys could be walking in at any point of that conversation. Whenever you guys want to walk in.
We'll walk in.
I guess we walk in now.
Okay.
Yeah. Now that we're all together, Ellie, how did your talk with Meru go?
Fine.
Thanks. Threads.
I was in a mood.
Yeah, that's why it's just like a casual.
Can I insight check this mood?
Sure.
I want to insight check that fine. I don't know a damn thing.
Just come
Uh,
on.
I don't notice a damn thing.
Does that go with advantage?
Just roll.
That's because I'm curious. 16 plus whatever else that would be.
Ellie's spring colors are chilling away.
Yep. Figured.
Quay's gonna look a little bit regretful about that one.
Oh, we should give him back his thingy.
Oh yeah, here's your
There you go.
Here's your hose.
hose.
You might want to use it on Ellie. Ellie looks a little dirty.
I wouldn't dare. So Threads, you want to explore some magic?
We got magic to explore,
Yep.
I suppose.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, we're going now.
Yep.
All right. Let's go. I have no idea what's going on.
Listener's gonna look between.
Eventually, at some point, I would like to sleep.
Between Quay and Ellie, where is he going?
Are Quay and Threads leaving on their own?
It's just
What?
mischief.
Ellie won't let them leave the building.
We're not leaving. We're not gonna leave the building.
Yeah,
what is that
but
from?
who's in the building?
What is that from?
Is it from something? I don't think it's from
We're
something.
not gonna. It's from Incredibles. We're not gonna leave the tunnel. It's with Violet and
Okay.
Dash. Anyway,
Yeah. You got
That
that.
was, yep,
That was
the
a-
tone
that
was
was a-
there. That was a stretch,
If you
but
could watch the neurons, it
continue.
Quite in a Mr. Incredible's outfit.
Oh, God.
like one of the big puffy ones.
It's incredible.
you and Ellie can come along if you want. It's just been a long day, and I don't want to tax you both.
He needs sleep too. We all need sleep.
It's still chipper.
Honestly, I'm pretty great. I'm a little tapped out on magic, but
It's only like 5 in the afternoon, y'all.
Yeah, it's been a long
Yeah,
day.
we-
5 in
It's been
the
a long day, but
afternoon.
it's 5 in the
These
afternoon.
two nobles died.
I mean,
Yeah,
we
like-
had a 4-hour, we had a 2-hour trek up there. We had like a 30-second fight. We had a 2-hour trek back.
That was a lot longer than 30 seconds to my mind.
Yeah, we did wake up and then leave.
Yeah.
So it hasn't been that long in the day.
Okay.
You just have had a busy
Yeah.
It's just
couple
Yeah.
hours.
been- yeah.
Okay, Threads and Quay.
Wandering
head
off.
on their own. Where
As-
are you going?
As we're stepping out, like just out of earshot of Ellie, I'm like, so you want to leave the building?
Ellie gets a tingle down her spine.
Third sense.
No, you want to go back to.
Ellie just like gets this ping of mischief.
No,
What are you two doing?
I don't know. It's his. Quay's taking me off.
You should
Quay is leading me to a secondary location.
You want to go to the coin collector's house and loot it?
If we are, I'm gonna be great. I'm gonna be so
We
happy.
better go to the coin counter's house.
Did I say collector?
Yeah.
Corn.
It's the corn. It's the
the
corn
corn
collector.
counter.
No, it's the
It's
corn
Corn
collector.
collector.
To the coin counter from Tamu.
Wish that
Weird.
It's
I
corn.
would like to go to Mweru because she had some.
Okay.
Listeners, voicing concerns
I
to
don't
threads.
get good vibes from her.
That's.
I'm not saying anything. Don't look at me.
Had to be a thing to say it on that
I'm out
point.
here.
I'm gonna be honest. I like.
We can get an armed escort if we want, but I think
It's not that she's gonna attack us. I think she might just straight up be a not good person.
I mean, there was nobody's beyond redemption. That's Ellie's whole thing is that she worships the god of redemption,
We're gonna
among
talk
other
about this in
things.
there.
All right. Has Ellie told Threads about her religion?
Yeah,
Kellamore?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's come up a lot.
that really came up.
You guys buried people in the name of Kellamore.
I don't think Kellamvore's all about redemption.
He gives people a chance to redeem themselves. That's one of his tenets.
I mean, I know his.
We had a whole
clerics are-
thing about,
I know his clerics
um,
are supposed to give people the option to redeem themselves.
Yeah.
There comes a certain point where people choose no. I think she's very clearly chosen no.
She can learn from us, and we can learn from her.
All right. I'll go there with you. But I want you to know that I don't think this is a great idea.
Where did I hear that in Zazur's voice? Lion King?
Alright, Quay, what are you doing?
You have a Threads companion.
Added to the party threads. We're going to seek out Mweru.
Um,
Don't look at me.
you head back into the palace halls and you follow Ellie's path down the stairs. It takes you a little while to find her. But by the time that you do, she's like over at a table with Lazoral and she's writing down a couple things in a notebook. You see the two of them talking.
I'll wait for a second, and then when it's a good opening, I'll step forward and say, hello. Both of you are here. Cool.
Zero says, I'm surprised. I expected you to be asleep.
It's only the middle of the afternoon.
It's been a long day, but where I am and where I need to be in my casting ability and in my other thing, mostly, let's start with casting, because that's what you two are good at. I need just a complete shift of how much I know, and you two are the most talented casters that might be able to teach me. With Threads, he's already super talented. He kind of just gets magic.
I was kind of born into it.
Yeah. But
They both kind of eye you, but don't dig any further. Context there. In Thay, being a sorcerer is grounds for execution.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like,
Red Dawn.
shut up.
Continuing though.
I technically wasn't even born. I was made. Then shit went wrong. But anyway.
They always figured it out.
Context there.
You can't execute a robot. I'm made of metal.
Are you?
I don't even know what I am, dude.
Well, he just outed you, so I mean.
I don't think it matters anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that cat's kind of out of the
Continue.
bag.
Okay.
So I know that Meru was interested in my particular connection with the spirits and how my connection to the node allowed me to cast magic. And I was hoping that we could learn from each other. I could learn how to cast better, and you could learn more about the magic that Voskir Vost and others have been experimenting with.
Let's continue this conversation somewhere we won't be overheard.
There.
The two of them lead the two of you off into a side room.
Quay wasn't like yelling any of this with like tons of people around. He was trying to be somewhat discreet at least.
Somewhat discreet in telling these very two powerful individuals that we have
Very two
good-
powerful fans who have not been switched over to our side 100%.
that we have secret.
It's already done. We're going to a separate room.
We're too far deep. We're going with it.
Too far in the down direction.
Yep.
Just keep going down.
You guys are taken off to a side room. It's kind of a comfortable like reading space, kind of separated from the main room. And Lazaro and Moira both take a seat on the opposite side of the couch from you guys. Moira specifically says to you, I'm not sure this is perhaps the best moment to be participating in educational research. It seems as though we're on the verge of war. Perhaps significant adjustments with how things are going to play out in the next couple of weeks. Though, don't get me wrong, I'm very curious about your abilities, Quay. Unless you are planning on sticking around for a while, I'm not sure I can teach you much in a very short period of time. If that's what you're asking for.
I don't believe that I need arcane instruction as much as I need a change in my interaction with the spirits and with how I channel magic.
Dude, great. I support you all the way.
As I had mentioned previously, it has been some time since I've pondered spirits, and even longer since I've really worked alongside them. Your talents are very dependent on their aid, and I'm not. Perhaps not the person you're looking for.
I'm not actually convinced at this point that my magic is definitely stronger through the spirits, but I've been able to cast magic unimpeded in they. And there's no spirits here. There's very, very rare. So I think that learning to cast magic more directly or seeing
What even are your abilities? I haven't seen much of what you can do.
I don't know how to describe them. They're not out of book. They're not I can I'm known for working with somebody mentally and healing somebody. I'm known for amplifying emotions as an empath and working with that as a means to channel magic, make somebody faster, stronger, larger, or slower if it's an enemy.
Where it kind of looks off to Lazora, and Lazora says, those are very indirect. And it sounds like that's not what you were wanting.
No. They don't stop the enemy from hurting my friends.
Yeah, but sometimes it's not about stopping the enemy, it's about redirecting that wrath. Making it so it's not your problem anymore. Not your allies' problem. It's about manipulating the battlefield to be in your favor instead of theirs.
This is Lazoro speaking?
Yeah.
I wanted to know, you seem to have basically a perfect grasp of how to control demons and how to get around their mental defenses. But whenever I try, I find that their particular breed, the demon as a whole, is just too chaotic to control. They just want to do their own thing.
It's because you don't try and control them. It's not a... When you control a logical being, you change the course of their thought so that the logic leads to the correct conclusion for you, not for them. When you're controlling a demon, it's not about changing that logical thought because there isn't any. It's about changing the emotional response. If a demon is satisfied by doing something other than killing your allies, it's more likely to direct its energy in that way. It's not about whether it thinks that's the most strategic decision, because it's not thinking, it just is doing.
It's more instinctive, more maybe animalistic.
Exactly. You're thinking of them like people. They're not people. And the smarter they are, the harder it is to convince them of that. To convince them to follow their more base urges. but sometimes that is still advantageous in comparison to trying to overcome their natural inclination against logic.
I'll try that next time. It's stuff like this that I can learn overnight. Stuff that I want to learn overnight, or as fast as I can, as much as I can.
Moira says, there's a difference between learning the concepts and executing. Simple in premise, but to do it when you're staring an 8-foot demon down, it's a little bit different. I'm sure you'll get practice.
Yeah. I'm going to try. And I'm going to be spending all night trying. If you two want to learn and want to teach, then you're welcome to. Otherwise, I'll leave you to your plans.
Moira kind of ponders the invitation for a moment. Lazoral seems, frankly, kind of uninterested.
Can Threads take a peek at what they got on the table?
Yeah, roll me a perception check.
Ooh.
No, I don't.
The handwriting is a little bit scribbly.
I did look at
Yeah, you
Steven
did.
when I
You should have
said
looked at Nathan.
Cursed.
Handwriting's too scribbly.
Oh, that's way
Writing in
better.
cursive.
So sad.
7.
7. Writing's in cursive. Can't read it.
Damn. They never taught you cursive. It's encoded. Kids these days aren't taught cursive.
Moira, however, says, if you're planning on practicing, I would like to see how your abilities function. If you still have any energy left after that fight, of course.
I'll try.
Give us some time. We have some work to finish.
Okay. Well, do you want anything?
We leave.
Sure.
Let's go. Step out into the hallway with Quay. Shut the door behind us.
Mm-hmm.
Walk back towards the group. You sure you want to show a potential enemy how you work?
I'm not used to dealing with powerful people.
I'll tell you one thing that, as in your own words, you can learn overnight.
Yeah.
Don't tell them you have things. The most powerful people will take what they know you have and use it against you. They'll use it for their own purposes, which is most likely not something you care to do. Especially here in Thay, especially with people like those. Lazoro has been helping us so far, but that does not make him a good person. Weru kind of hasn't been doing either. Definitely hasn't been attempting to make herself look good to us, and hasn't really helped. Sure, she went to go fight the coin counter the first time, and lost. But then also kind of sulked about it afterwards. Also, I don't want you to forget that she did leave the Whistler,
Yes.
which I don't know much about their culture, but sounds like kind of a big deal.
Well, remember that Witchlerin aren't red wizards.
No,
They're-
they're a much closer knit society based off of trust and, I'm assuming, some sort of like honor or something.
But
Virtuous thing.
Witchlerin can leave the witches. It's not a small undertaking, and it is very noticed. But to my knowledge, they can just go.
Does Threads know anything about Witchlearn culture in terms of like whether or not they can just leave?
Well, I mean, we would know from
Because like
Ellie, right?
Has Ellie ever discussed that? I don't think she has.
I
She
thought
has.
Has she?
I
'cause
thought it was
I
in
know-
discussion with
where
her of pretty much it was a big deal because of how she left. Like, yes, you
Yeah.
can leave, but it's more of how you do so.
I think
Yeah, 'cause,
if
like-
you like desert your post or like leave things, like betray somebody on your way out or something like that.
Mm.
But if you just
Like, did she give her 2 weeks? Or
Yeah.
did she just?
Does she just
Because
quit?
I know how it works in Thay. If you have magic, you are registered, and then you either train as a wizard or die.
I think Ellie's talked about the Duthron before, in the context of Darasanya.
And how you can be like an evil somewhat.
It
like-
was the context here was that Mweru, and I think Threads would know this by now, is that Mweru didn't only leave. She left in the pursuit of something fundamentally anathema to the Witch Lord.
Hmm.
So that was the big contextual
Okay.
problem.
So she fully turned her back against the witches. Which I would assume at least sounds to me pretty bad. Like you turn your back against Thay and you're hunted till you're dead. Which honestly isn't that long because we have magic that can just kill you from forever ago. So I honestly don't think she's that trustworthy. I'm not entirely certain how I feel about her taking an interest in the type of magic that you can cast. Especially how I sort of saw them look at you after you said it was connected to the spirits.
Oh yeah, he wouldn't be able to see that.
well, I can vibe it.
You can vibe it. Well, if you wanted to vibe it.
If Mweru turns into an enemy of the Red Dawn, I want to know that I tried everything I could to have her learn from us. And the best way to learn from somebody is the best way to have somebody learn from you is to learn from them.
Yeah. I do think that they would potentially have some good, useful information in terms of casting magic, especially Lauzoro, with the affinity that you already have for mental casting. But I honestly, I don't know. It just feels wrong. I'm not going to them. Granted, I can't really learn much from them. Most of what I gain is just intuited naturally from the weave. But so I'm not entirely familiar with how learning magic works.
So, when I learned how to cast Revivify, it wasn't a incantation. It wasn't a glyph. It was a idea of this is how you guide the spirits. It's not it's not based on your knowledge. It's based on how well you can feel your way around that situation and how well you can guide the spirit back into the body. It's a skill, but it's also a mentality. It's more of a mentality,
It's fair.
which is why I'm actually somewhat I think that's why I've been able to use so much magic and grow so fast from the little fisherman.
Mm-hmm. I'll leave it up to you. You know my thoughts on it. I'll be here if you need me.
I appreciate it.
I don't know if there's much I can learn from them, especially not as much as they can learn from me.
I think that makes sense. Let's find a spot and wait.
Sure. You want to go back to the group, or you just want to stay close to them?
Let's just stay here.
All right.
Meanwhile,
You want to talk about how the conversation went?
With Meru?
If that's the one you want to talk about. You're definitely not where you were.
I gave her a choice. I should say, rather, I gave her a chance.
In what way? The same way you gave Threads a night?
Yeah, I think you could say it that way.
How'd that go?
I don't know. I don't know. I hope it went well. But I left it perhaps a little harshly. But I think with a woman like that, you do have to leave things harshly. I told her that our paths do not share the same direction,
They don't.
but they do meet again. And I told her that when they do, I will be the one remaining. And I told her she had the power to change that.
You're definitely right about the harsh part. Threads and I were combing the room, trying to go ahead and sell the idea of the Red Dawn and kind of what we want to do. We got a mixed bag. Not surprising. We have a lot of work.
I think a mixed bag is perhaps good news.
True, it wasn't shut down automatically.
Exactly.
The biggest problem is their fear of Zostom, which... But I was telling Threads of, he's not the one fighting. We are. But I also know how hard it is to break your programming. It takes time. And, you know, we can do as much as we can to set everything up. One step at a time, of course. We have to get there. But I don't know if it'll be done in our lifetime, and we have to be okay with that.
It'll be done in mine.
That's right, I forgot about that part. Well, you can always check in. What happened with Quay?
He's trying to be something that he can't be. And in pursuing that, he's opening doors that he doesn't want to walk through. And convincing himself that walking through the door will lead to a different room than it does.
It feels like he doesn't he undervalues himself. I don't know him as well as you do to see how to fix that, but it feels like he doesn't see himself as an equal part in the party or with us, because he's the one who has to be rescued. He's the one who needs to be protected.
Right.
And I can understand that mentality, but that also can lead you, like you said, down some really dangerous paths. That I don't think he's playing a bigger game with people he doesn't understand.
Yeah.
But I also can understand his drive to, like you said, be better. And I think are constructive ways that he can do that. And I don't lack his value. Without his potions in this fight, we wouldn't have been victorious. Without his healing, we wouldn't have survived. He needs to understand that his role in this party is not going to be the same as you and I. I was trained for this. Threads was built for this. You unfortunately were forged to be this. And I don't think he understands the depths of what it takes to be like that. And I don't think he needs to be. He has his value. And yes, I understand the drive to want to protect himself. And he can do that non-lethally. But he has to be convinced that that's what he wants. And I don't think he knows it. But I do know he does seem like he's less valuable. And I don't know how to fix that.
I don't know either.
I think being there for him is the way to go. Not as his protector. Not as a mentor, but as a friend.
That's getting harder.
In what way?
I can't explain it.
Do you still trust him?
I mean, yeah.
Outside of your oath parameters, do you trust him to make the right decisions if you're not there to make him do so?
No. I don't know if I trust anyone to make the right decisions.
Trusted Threads and I so far.
But I'm around.
For now.
Ada. How long until after Quay wants to be gone with me, and how long after I leave does everything start to change?
Change will always be inevitable, but you've changed Threads and I. You've seen this with your own eyes within the times that we've traveled together.
I understand.
Do you not trust that?
But I see it. A thought that comes up. A motion that's taken. The urge. I see it still. That monster is whispering in Thread's ear every night. And I don't entirely know if he's not listening.
He whispers into your ear as well. And we have to trust that you're not listening. We're never going to be perfect. We can only do our best. Nothing's going to change overnight. And it's gonna take time. And will we make mistakes? Yes. Will the urges still be there? Yes. We are fallible, but that doesn't mean at our core. You've seen us at our core. You wouldn't have made a bond with us if you didn't. If you didn't trust the fact that we wouldn't stab you in your sleep.
Ouch.
Damn.
Yeah.
Been sitting on that one for a while.
No, but I would do that again.
If it worked, like you said, I don't think you would do it. But we have to trust that your intention is good. We've trusted you this far. You've led us here. You've made these alliances. You've brought the helped bring in the hobgoblins. That's you. And we've trusted you every step of the way. We've worked together as a team because of trust.
I'm not worried about us together. I'm worried about us apart. I thought I got through to Quay about Moeru, and now they're talking to her.
Well, technically we don't know that, but yeah.
Well, no, they left.
Writing something.
Oh,
Yeah.
but I think that comes with being a mentor, being a guardian, is allowing your charge to make the decisions, even if they're not good decisions, but being there to back them up after the fact and hope that they learn. Will he make another mistake? Of course he will. Just like you've made mistakes, I've made mistakes. We have to be free to make our own mistakes, but then deal with the repercussions after the fact and learn from it. We can't
Some mistakes can't be fixed.
No, but they can be learned from. Someone else can learn from them too. It's like you said, you asked me if I was ready to die. I am, because I feel like my death would have a purpose. That it can be used to protect somebody, or for threads to learn from me, or from someone to learn from my death. Of how to not die against whatever it is that we die to, or I die to.
I don't want you to die.
I don't want to die. But you asked, are we prepared to?
Lost control.
Going to town.
Yeah. She
But-
gonna do it on the other one too?
Yep.
No, she thought about it.
She's like, oh, they're all looking at me. Never mind.
No.
We can only give so much to Quay. I don't know if he understands the full context of how things are here in Thay. I would hope Threads would tell him and I are on the same page about her. We don't trust her. So it's not just you. And it's not you just screaming into the void. We know how Thay used to work. And it's why we want a new Red Dawn.
Right.
But I don't know how to start a new nation.
Think I do.
Nope. But at least we can figure it out together.
Yeah.
Do you still trust us? Especially now that we're here.
Yeah, I hope to.
I didn't ask if you hoped, I asked if you do.
I'm afraid of what happens when I'm gone.
What if nothing does? Nothing happens, everything. We keep things going smoothly. Let's say we are victorious, we are successful.
That'd be great.
But even then, will you ever stop thinking that we're going to just fall apart?
I don't know.
Like-
I don't know. I don't know.
How do we build trust?
I don't know.
Other than time. Well, it comes down to, do you want to? Do you want to trust us? Do you want... What do you want?
I feel better when that monster's dead.
Yeah, both of us. And also Strands.
Yeah.
When I can know that Threads isn't going to immediately implode. And we just have a lot to do. And I don't even know where to start. Other than rest. I don't know how to lead an army. I don't even know if I should be anywhere near leadership. I don't know what comes after. If there's even an after.
I think wherever you find yourself to be, it's where you're meant to be.
But then what do you do there?
The best you can.
And if that's not enough?
It has to be.
What do you want, Ellie? You know what Threads and I, we want a home. Quay. We would like our home to be open to Quay as well. But you have had, I don't know what context you want to put that in, but you have one.
What are you?
She eating where?
She went over there and ate something.
Be a bug.
I don't know.
You'll find out later.
He's a part of it, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know what I want.
You at least want to go get dinner? Or go get food? I don't even know what.
Food here.
There's gotta be a kitchen with food, right?
There's food here.
It's not good food.
It's
You
gonna
make-
be
Just because you make better food doesn't mean you can scoff at everybody else.
Let's scoff. We can get something to eat.
Actually, we should go find our wayward souls first. Or
Who knows where they are?
you have a water ganassi and an iron rot running around. It can't be too hard to find.
I think the answer would surprise you.
And he'll kind of pat her on the back of just, if if I can help. Just kind of squeeze your shoulders. He kind of starts. Am I short yet, or am I still tall?
You're short now.
Oh, yay, normal height. Just kind of give her kind of like a reaffirming, like, if you'll have us together.
It is what it is.
And off we go to go find these two.
That's probably where we're gonna call it tonight.
What?
Less Quay is
It's like
particularly.
crafting.
I finished craft.
Quiz crafting.
How long? You don't have that.
We have an hour?
No,
Oh, okay. Never mind. Then.
you
I
have
thought
like
finished
you have
craft.
like 20 minutes.
Yeah, this.
Damn it. They know what I'm. They know where I'm
We'll
gonna.
get fine. Can we go
They can
find them and
find
then
the
can we go to
smoke.
bed? Can we go take our long rest?
Are
We
you?
still have time.
It's like 6 o'clock,
I'm
dude.
sleepy.
There needs a goddamn nap.
Yeah, he
Oh, Sarah
does.
needs a nap.
The Sarah's needed a nap this entire time.
Yeah.
Are you guys going to go looking for Quay?
Or what if we want to go? Lacer threw out, go find them or go get food.
Or both?
I
Or
think
both.
probably both.
Probably both.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
grab a snack and then go find them.
Or honestly, you just have rations. We just eat those.
We should get a proxy.
Jerky from the backpack.
Jerky!
Ooh, back fry.
Teriyaki jerky.
Well, I guess then we'll get a little bit further along before we end, and it won't be much.
If we're gonna end, we can end.
Maybe 5 seconds. Just so we have somewhere to set off next time. Quay, you wanted to set aside some time to work with Muero and your abilities.
Yeah.
We'll say that you have probably the better part of an hour of time with her. Most of her time is spent observing you, trying to learn how your abilities work. Is there something that you would highlight to her that you want to improve, that you want to focus on?
So. I think that the most of my casting that Mueru can learn from is how I cast and less what I can cast. So how I pull in the magic and where that magic comes from and where it goes and stuff like that. How that magic manifested inside of me with the Blue Sun project. So I'm not really focused on giving her a catalog of my different spells and my different abilities. From her, I'm trying to learn this mentality, this state of mind of being more direct. Unlike the Witchlerin that taught me, I'm trying to be open-minded about what it means to confront and to directly use magic against an opponent physically. But I'm not really settled on that style yet. Not by a long shot.
Okay, what ability are you trying to focus on?
what would come out the most? What would come out the cleanest? What would be when Meru tries to guide Quay, or when Quay tries to directly like impose magic onto a target, the most frequent result would be a psionic push, a telekinetic ability. It would be making that target either get pushed back, or get thrown to the side, or get held in place, or get mispositioned.
Okay. I think the thing that she focuses on as you're showing her like how your telekinesis works is that let's see here. No, we're gonna take this different approach. Okay.
Like she wouldn't be nice.
Meru summons a imp. A small little familiar. And she says, keep it from getting close to you.
Okay.
And the imp just
I'll try to.
flutters at you.
I'm not even gonna wait for it to move before I start trying to. I'll cast my mage hand and I'll try to like grip onto it, pin its wings to its side, and try to push it backwards. But it's a mage hand. It's
Okay. Say, okay. Try again. And she moves the imp a little bit closer to you. Says, try instead. It seems like you're pushing it like you're afraid of it. You're asking
It's an
it
imp.
to move.
It's a fiend.
Don't ask. If you're fighting something, you're not asking. The time for diplomacy ends when you draw your weapon, your magic. You're not asking this imp to go away. You're not batting it like a cat. You need to take action against it. Try again. She starts the imp a little bit closer to you.
This time, Quay will. Ooh. Ah.
No.
A second, Meru, please. You're describing to me this idea of forcefully this mentality of not asking, of not the time for diplomacy is past. If you trust me, I can learn that idea directly. All I'm asking for is a little bit of your will.
No.
Okay.
I will give you a challenge, though.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Stephen laughing behind you is really getting me. I will not let you. But if you can prove to me that you're able, then I can't stop you from taking it.
Quay immediately flashes back to Lasser and Callie, and the last time he tried to impose onto somebody's will. This D8 is wrong. That's gonna bother him now instead of me. We'll start with the imp. And Quay this time will try to not only just grab it and pin its wings, but also start like pinning it against the floor. Actually not so worried anymore about preserving it. Thinking of it as one of the demons that tried to attack Threads. Getting more protective.
Okay. As you do, you notice that it seems like it becomes more compliant. As you kind of repeat that a couple times over, instead of being gentle with it, you are being more imposing. And by the third time, it's almost like it doesn't try to resist you anymore. And it becomes a lot easier. You're not sure how much of that is you and how much of that is the imp.
With each subsequent try, that mage hand will get larger and more material, more physical, more firm, and get to the point where it couldn't pass through it, even if it wanted to. And in his mind, Quay's thinking about like Lasser's shield, just pushing against it.
The paw. The paw from Petrol's. Think about that too.
Yeah. I'll raise the hand to Mueru, showing off how much it's grown, and I'll say, like I said, I'm looking for a mentality shift. I'm looking to learn your ideas of how you fight, and hoping that you can learn how I cast magic. And if we trust each other, we can learn a lot.
The first thing that you'll learn about my mentality is that I do not ask. Neither should you. It's your choice to learn. But you should not ask. You should not wait for someone to give you permission.
I'm not here because I have permission. In fact, I really don't. But I'm also not going to force my will on you or anybody. Well, depending on the situation, I guess. If it's life or death, if it's we need this. I've done it before.
If you want to learn how to be more direct, the first thing you'll have to do is be direct. And depending on how committed you are to that idea, it can be life or death.
I want to give my opponent every chance. I'm going to look at Moira when I say this. I want to give my opponent every chance to turn back, to learn, to try something new. And at the end of the day, if they still come at me, then that's when it's their fault, not mine.
She gives you a smile back. Good, then you're already learning. Didn't even need to ask.
Quail will just give her a nod. What's next?
Well, if you're concerned about trying to deter things, it seems like you've gotten that fairly built up in your arsenal. But I think your problem is more that once something is convinced it is your enemy, then you can't really do anything against it. Is that not true?
My best option then is to have allies. Which isn't an option I particularly enjoy, because those allies get hurt.
What is stopping you from taking charge?
So many things.
Is it that you're afraid of hurting something?
Yes. Afraid I won't be able to. Afraid that, afraid of what I'll feel afterwards and during.
Is it better for you to be afraid of what you're doing, how much it might hurt you, than for your allies to take that pain?
No.
If you decide to continue fighting something, then you take the burden. You don't get both.
I never want to fight something and not give it the chance to turn back. The last step it takes will be its own.
That's fair. But it will not help you if you're already past that. I suggest you consider whether your fear of hurting something is worse than what pain it will cause if it stays alive.
Keep that in mind.
At this point, Ellie, you and Lysair find Quay and Weru.
And Threads.
And
And
Threads.
Threads.
And Threads.
Threads there too.
Threads is there too.
Threads just like sort of chilling with Lazorel, just going over stuff.
Is
He's
Lazora there?
remarkably funny.
He has a good sense of humor.
When
Yeah.
he's not like kind of stressed out about
Oh.
trying to be professional.
Threads.
He's got
Threads
a good
goes,
sense of humor.
Threads goes into
Lazorel
full like
is-
Threads goes into full like magician assistant vibe like mode, where he's just like, you're researching shit. I got you what you need.
Scalpel. Scalpel.
and they start just like quipping back and forth.
Those two would be a comedic duo.
Yes.
They would be a problem together. Yeah.
In the best way possible.
Every so often, you just hear them just giggling to each other, just laughing under their breath.
I imagine we get 1 and 2 dirty looks from
From there's a couple poorly timed jokes where she overhears just the punchline, and the rest of it is completely out of context.
She just like every now and then while like she's talking with Claire, studying Quay, you just see her just like close her eyes and just tense for a second, like
Yeah. The one breath, the calming breath.
okay.
Ellie and Lysair. You arrive.
Quay's sweaty, worked out, but
It's the hose.
Quay does not get the hook.
Aww.
Hard to tell because it's always wet anyway.
mean,
Yeah,
technically,
wait, how
it-
can we tell
it's-
if it's sweaty or if it's
technically
just regular? If it's just regular.
Just a
sweat,
little
you
bit,
know?
just a little thicker.
Canopy.
It's a little thicker. Oh.
Goopy. Fish goop.
Not the goopy soup.
Well,
it might be like
again.
it could be drippy.
Mm.
I don't like that either.
Anyway.
No, none of this is good.
You've got a sheen.
You look tired.
I do look tired.
You also see an imp being plastered to the floor passively.
Well, that's I'm not doing
it's
that.
just chilling there. It's like so.
Lysair's is gonna look like you guys are joking. You guys are doing fine.
Yeah, we're having a ball.
Quay and Weru are oddly tense.
Two definitely different vibes.
very different.
Threads is in his fucking element.
Yeah, Lysair realizes
Threads was
Thread's
part of this.
fine. He is particularly worried about Quay. He's gonna go over it. How's training going?
I'd say it's going well.
For a few hours. Very well.
Been at this for a few hours.
Oh,
Not like an hour.
We've been only
no,
gone 20 minutes.
It's like an hour.
I don't.
It's been a little while.
I don't see clocks. I'm blind. I don't see time.
What have you learned?
I've cemented the idea of how I want to fight, where I don't want to take a stick and just attack the enemy and just bash their head in or whatever. I want to open up a chasm between the enemy and me. And then if they jump off that chasm trying to reach me, well, it's their fault when they fall. Or my allies. I want this to protect allies.
Have you determined who's friend and foe? How do you know the allies that are on your side of the chasm are your friends?
Oh,
Fighting isn't just about, it's not black and white. When you're trying to protect yourself, it's either you or them.
as long as they make it. But yes.
I think it's a good lesson for you to learn. To learn how to protect yourself. But I think you also need to really reflect on what you are good at and the skills you do have. Don't lose sight of what you can do for something you want to do.
That makes sense.
Fight to your strengths. And he'll just kind of pat him on the shoulder. And just kind of,
Thanks, Lysair.
and kind of just give Ellie I tried. And go over to Threads and listen.
Just
Because he doesn't want to deal with that, whatever that tension is. Nah, I've said my piece, I'm going.
Nah, I'm out.
It's like, I've done my homeboy.
I think I've tried everything I can at this point. Well, everything I can today. More training, more attempts, of course, in the future.
Stop asking. And she'll kind of head off. Notably, she does pass by Ellie, and as she does, she quietly says, "Would you give up your power for them?"
What power?
She keeps walking.
What? No. What power? Like Ellie
You
starts
trail behind her.
stomping after her. What the hell are you talking about?
If you rebuild your nation, you're going to give everything up for them.
Okay.
Do you trust them to lead themselves? In your absence. Not just the ones you know, but all of them.
Ellie has to think on that.
We'll talk tomorrow. And she walks off.
Ellie will stop in her tracks and she doesn't have an answer.
And with that, good session.
Great session.
That's a
Great
really
session.
good session.
Not a cliffhanger at the end, but there sure is drama.
Oh,
I know.
we are nothing if not good at creating drama.
Ugh, so much drama.
Unless you're Threads and Lazora, then you're just vibing.
Just having a great
Yeah.
time.
The usual dramatic mess that is Threads is having a good day.
Threads has never
How
been a
do we
dramatic mess. I
say-
don't know what you mean. It's Captain Emotions over there. You know.
Captain
That's my
it's-
feels
superhero
all
name.
emotions and
It's cap-
captures,
it's-
shows not represses.
Yeah, it's Team Emotions.
Yeah. Too much, too little.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's.
We
I
gotta
think
find the
it's.
Goldilocks in the middle.
I think
We're
it's
not there yet.
more so much that that it has to be suppressed, and so much and doesn't know how to suppress it.
Could
Or
be.
Yeah.
manage it.
together, we are emotionally regulated.
No.
Wait a
no,
minute.
we're not.
Wait a minute. So does that mean the
Yeah, that's
Thanes are
even
the
worse.
most mentally
You
stable?
are emotionally regulated in spicy terms.
Yeah.
You are emotionally regulated in cold terms, and they trigger two different parts of the tongue, baby.
It's icy hot. It's not
not
nothing.
good.
It's
It's
icy
not
and hot.
soothing.
Yeah, it's not
It's not-
lukewarm.
It's not soothing
lukewarm.
to the muscles. We can tell you that.
Capsaicin and menthol
Wait.
trigger two different taste buds that can be triggered at the same time.
All right.
Wait
Well-
a minute. So the Thanes are the most emotionally stable.
I would say so.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Disagree.
I mean, I
Whatever.
don't know much emotions, and you drink to cover yours. so
Yeah, of course.
that's pretty normal.
No. You
Sarah
do.
doesn't drink that
No, here's the
much.
thing. Lacer doesn't. Well, one he drinks.
Lacer hasn't been shit faced in a hot minute, y'all.
He hasn't been. That's
That's
why he
right.
needs a nap. But anyways, no. He goes ahead and represses his by helping others with theirs. It's called deflection.
Fair.
Is there any reason we won't have D&D next?
Nope.
All right,
I already told everybody
All
we'll be
right.
back
Awesome.
next week.
then we'll be
Whoa.
back.
Technology barring aside.
Knock on wood right now.
Oh my gosh, if my PC dies, I'll be sad.
Yeah.
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 Well, you almost dropped it down the stairs.
It wasn't just
God.
it that dropped. It would have been me.
All right.
Thank you for watching.
And
listening.
And listening. The episode will be up on Spotify. The episode will be up on YouTube. The whole 9 yards. We have some shorts we were working on, and those are now vanquished, gone, reduced to atoms.
But they will be back one day.
One day. Yeah, we'll be back next Saturday, hopefully at 4:30, and we'll see you Saturday.
See you Saturday.